The jungle was alive, not with birds, not with wind, but with footsteps. Hundreds of them. Somewhere in the darkness of Guadalcanal, waves of enemy soldiers were moving forward. Silent, determined, unstoppable. And between them, and the collapse of an entire American defensive line, stood one Marine. His name was John Basilone, and before the night was over, the battlefield would learn it.
History is full of myths, but the truth is hidden. Myths and the secrets behind them.
John Basilone wasn't born a legend. He was born in Buffalo, New York, and raised in New Jersey, one of 10 children in a working-class Italian-American family. He wasn't polished. He wasn't political. He wasn't trying to be famous. He was just a Marine. When World War II erupted across the Pacific, Basilone found himself deployed to a place most Americans had never heard of, Guadalcanal, a remote island, thick jungle, unforgiving heat, and one strategic airfield that both sides refused to surrender.
Bristles with United States bombers. For the forces that control Guadalcanal command the approaches to Australia, hold mastery of the skies over the vitally important Solomon Islands. Today, these land-based...
It started after sunset. The Japanese launched a massive assault on Marine positions near Henderson Field. Machine guns roared, mortars fell. The jungle shook. Basilone commanded 2 sections of heavy machine guns. Then the attacks intensified. One position was overrun. Men were cut down. Another gun crew was wiped out. Communication collapsed. And suddenly, it wasn't a defensive line anymore. It was chaos. Basilone moved through it, under fire, through explosions, dragging ammunition himself when supply lines were destroyed. When one machine gun fell silent, he sprinted to it. When another jammed, he cleared it. When crews were killed, he took their place. At one point, he was operating multiple guns alone. The enemy kept charging, wave after wave. But the guns never stopped firing, because Basilone never stopped.
An artillery duel develops at night. One of our ammunition dumps goes up.
The night dragged on for hours. Ammunition ran low. The jungle was lit by muzzle flashes and burning palm trees. Bodies lay everywhere. At one point, Basilone ran across open ground, through enemy fire, to resupply a critical gun position. He carried belts of ammunition over his shoulders, alone. If that gun went silent, the enemy would break through. If they broke through, Henderson Field would fall. And if that airfield fell, the entire campaign could collapse. So he refused to let it happen. By dawn, the ground in front of his position was covered with enemy casualties. The line had held, and it had held because one Marine refused to step back.
we fought, we prayed.
For his actions that night, John Basilone received the Medal of Honor. He was sent back to the United States. Parades, interviews, war bond tours. America loved him. But Basilone didn't love the spotlight. While other men were still fighting and dying in the Pacific, he felt out of place. He asked to go back, not to train, not to instruct, to fight.
No chances on being surprised by roving Jap patrols. Any line may be the front line on Guadalcanal, and they dig in as they advance. Machine guns always on the ready. Artillerymen back up the infantry, blasting the Japs from the island.
In 1945, during the invasion of Iwo Jima, Basilone landed with the first assault waves. The beaches were hell, heavy artillery, machine gun nests, men falling before they even reached cover. Basilone helped destroy a fortified enemy position, blocking the advance. He guided a tank through a minefield under fire. He kept pushing forward, and then he was killed in action. He had already proven himself a legend, but he chose to return anyway.
Our tanks come ashore and grind inland.
Some heroes fight because they have to. John Basilone fought because others were still there. On Guadalcanal, he held the line alone. On Iwo Jima, he gave everything. He wasn't trying to become a myth, but sometimes history chooses for you.
We run into trouble on Green Beach. From their fortified positions on Mount Suribachi, the Japs look right down our throats.
Before you go, there's something most people never realize about history. The story you just watched, it's only one piece of a much bigger puzzle. Somewhere on this channel, there's another forgotten hero, another hidden war, another secret waiting to be uncovered. If this story pulled you in, the next one will go even deeper. Click one of the videos on your screen now and keep uncovering the past, because here, the truth is never finished.